First of all, I have to apologize for the quality of this audio. I'm using a cheap headset, so please bear with me. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to encrypt an entire removable device. In this case, it's going to be a 1 GB memory stick. You can see the memory stick is listed here on our computer. We're going to go ahead and turn this whole thing into a single TrueCrypt volume. So to start with, we're going to be in TrueCrypt. We're going to click on Create Volume. Obviously, make sure your memory stick is inserted before you do this. We're not going to create an encrypted file container, which is the standard thing that people do when they create a file on a drive. We're going to encrypt the entire drive, in this case the entire memory stick. So I'll go Next. Yes. And we want a standard TrueCrypt volume or hidden TrueCrypt volume. Hidden TrueCrypt volume we're not going to get into right now, so we're just going to say a standard TrueCrypt volume. And now we select the device. So click Select Device. Normally this would be a file name if we were doing the standard TrueCrypt encryption, but in this case we're selecting an entire device. We can select an entire drive or a partition on that drive. In this case it's going to be the removable disk that we inserted earlier. So we'll click OK. You'll see it listed there. Click Next. Create the encrypted volume and format it. This is if you have a blank drive you're ready to go with. It's going to be the fastest way to go. So I would recommend make sure it's empty first and then go with this. If you really want to have stuff on the drive and then encrypt it, that's encrypt partition in place. This is if you already have data, it will actually keep that data on the drive. So we're going to say this is a blank drive. Let's go next. The type of encryption algorithm, read up on these if you want. AES is pretty good. We'll go next. This you can't change because this is the size of the memory stick. Let's go next. And then your password. I'm going to do a real short password because I don't want to think of one. When I click next, it's going to say, hey, warning, short passwords are easy to crack. You sure you want to do this? Yeah. Move your mouse around a little bit to generate a random set of characters. You can see them here. Then click Format. It says, warning, you want to proceed with this format? Of course we do. And you'll see that with this particular drive in this particular computer, this is a Transcend, by the way, 1 GB drive, probably purchased in about 2008. Running on a USB 2 port. You can see it's not horribly bad. It's about almost 4 megabits per second. So it'll take between 3 and 4 minutes to format the whole thing. So instead of you sit through this, we're going to make a quick cut to the end here. Okay, we're back, and you can see that this TrueCrypt container is almost finished being created. So let's wait till that's done. And there it is. This message here just says that you can't mount the drive as the same letter that you have your memory stick shown as. So for example, my memory stick currently is drive F. I cannot mount this volume as drive F. We'll talk about mounting in a second. The best thing to do really is just to click Auto Mount Devices. So let me click OK. OK. We're done. Alright, so now we have, if we look at our computer, we'll see a removable disk there. If you double click on it, the thing will be considered to be unformatted because it's not formatted in anything that Windows can understand. So make sure that you never ever ever format this thing. When you put it in, for example, I'll take it out. When you put it back in, it'll say, hey, this isn't formatted. Do you want to format it? No, you'll have to make sure to not format it each and every time. If you do format it, you are hosed. So make sure you don't format that. Instead, when you put it in, instead of formatting it, click on Auto Mount Devices right here. Put in your password. Click OK. And after a few seconds, Boom, there it is. Hard disk, partition 1. There's the size. Double click on it, open it up. This is our encrypted drive now. And we have it mounted as Q. If you're not familiar with what mounting is, see the introductory TrueCrypt video about mounting. One last thing that I want to say about using a flash drive as a TrueCrypt volume. Never pull the flash drive out of the machine without dismounting it. If you do not dismount the volume, in other words, if you do not close the TrueCrypt container, you could corrupt the whole thing and render it totally unusable. So make sure that before you remove that memory stick, you click dismount. It disappears off the drive letter, and then you're done. Now I can pull that flash drive out, and that's it.